Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome to Battle Brothers with me, Cornish-Knight, and the Kerno Company. Last episode, Trenton the Fox bravely followed our orders and held off the enemy until we could escape. Yes, bravely fought them off. No, in all honesty, he did. To be honest, it was a bit of a tactical error on my mistake. I should have probably kept him moving over the rough terrain, which slows their movement down, so the enemies wouldn't have caught up with him, but I didn't, so nah. How much money have I got? Not very much. Can I sell anything? No. Nothing I've got's really worth that much. I mean, I could probably sell... I don't want to sell the pike. I don't... Questions. Let's keep going. It's a ways to get to where we need to go. Gold's okay. Food's alright. Repair tools, we're just breaking even. Got lots of ammunition, so don't need to worry about that too much. These woods are worrisome. You never know when you might get bandits popping up in them. I am considering, for those watching, I'm going to do a sort of like tip series, probably. I need to basically get stuff done in advance for it though. To be honest, it will take... I can't sort of do a tip series right off the bat with a new campaign, because you basically need to be a relatively high enough level. So what I'm doing is I'm basically playing through the game with another basically let's play, well not let's play, but with another sort of like save file, getting all the gear and equipment and bits and pieces together that I can, so that I can sit back and basically explain to you some of the mechanics. I suppose if I actually think about it, I could probably do that through the scenario system, which is sort of like the training series that they've put up on the side. Basically it's the tutorial missions, and I could probably give you some extra information, because this game is basically like Xcom in some ways. There's a lot of bits that go on in the background that you sort of really should know about, but they don't really explain it to you at the beginning of the game, which is I know that if you play the tutorial like scenarios, then you will get the full like... What's that? Rogue has always been a bit tight when he's with how much he eats. You're not sure if it's part of some religious right, sense of duty, or if he's just a big eater. Regardless, the lack of food has weakened the man, and you find him barely able to sit upright on a log. You've got a bowl of meat and corn in hand. Wonder if maybe you should offer it to him. Eat up, you fool. Ordering your man to eat. The man does as told. At first he seems rather reluctant, but after a few bites he dives into the bowl, engorging himself in juices and flecks of corn down his cheeks. He is almost mad with delight. You remind him of just how good food can be. Personally, you thought that meat was a little overcooked. Probably means he's going to be eating a few more provisions, but can't be helped. So where is this place? Oh, don't tell me I've gone the wrong way. Seriously. This is what I get for talking while recording. I went the wrong way. Oh well. But yeah, I suppose what I should do is I should probably play through the tutorial missions, or the tutorial scenarios for you all, just to sort of give advice and various bits and tips, because there's a lot of things in this game that you should really be aware of, especially if you're trying to play it on a harder difficulty, or if you're trying to engage, like, there are certain enemies in this game which act really differently to how you expect, and the AI is on top form most of the time. Another wise waiting for you at the end of the town. He hurriedly takes the cargo off your hands. Oh, I don't think he would get here. His grubby fingers dance over the chest carrying the cargo. He turns around and barks in order to one of his men. They step forward and hand you a satchel of crown coins. Ooh, lots of level 1 missions. That's good. Anything here worth buying? No. How's food looking? Not great. What's these missions looking like? An old shopkeeper waves at you. Good to see you again, sellsword. How often do you hear that? He thumbs down the road. If you like to do some more of that good work, Dilton the steward has been looking for you. Ah, interesting. What does it pay? 400 crowns. Okay, where do I have to take it to? Southwest Ottendorf. Let's just see where that is. Oh, it's just down there. That should be okay. I'll take it. Caravan jobs are interesting. From what I can recall of doing them, you basically have to keep the caravan alive. So if the caravan gets completely wiped out, your mission basically fails. It's an interesting mechanic. It puts a very time element. I know some people have basically been saying that I've been a bit too over defensive. The thing is that I tend to play when I tend to play games like this, I tend to play it in the very sort of like Anglo-Saxon sort of like early medieval with military tactics in mind, I suppose you could say. I tend to be very what I do is I play it in the Anglo-Saxon tradition, which is that I will make a shield wall. I'll have my archers behind the shield wall raining fire down. I tend to try and hold a defensive position and let the enemy come to me. I don't tend to be openly aggressive. Medievally speaking, the side which was largely aggressive in a pitched battle tended to take more casualties. Ottendorf greets you with a swarm of day tellers looking for work. The caravan leader doles out crowns to men here and there, their grubby hands going to the cart to unload the cargo. When he's finished with the throng of men, the leader turns to you. He's got a satchel in hand. This is for you, mercenary. You take it. A few of the day tellers watch the exchange of monies like cats with a dangling mouse. Is there any jobs here? What's this one? Okay, let's see. Basically, this is another cargo job. Frensburg, just Frensburg of the northeast. Frensburg, where's Frensburg? Ooh, it's up there, that's the way I've just come. Yeah. Okay, look, I know, to be honest, guys, that this seems like repetitive work, but I really need better arms and armour, to be honest. I need a lot more gear. God, they've trashed the amber place. That means amber prices are going to go up. Something that you guys should be made aware of is that good prices in the world are dynamic. So, for example, if you're in a place that doesn't have somewhere producing the items, they're going to be more costly. And also, if places producing them lose them due to enemy raids, the prices of the items go up as well, because obviously supply and demand. It's a very dynamic system. I think it's something that developers have been working. I'm trying to think. Yeah, basically, to be honest, I'm in love with it. I think it's a fantastic thing that the developers have put into the game. It's very well thought out and considered. That's what I was wanting to say the first time. It's very thought out and considered and realistic. Medieval markets and prices shifted a lot, purely to do with demand and availability. You've got to remember that goods were not that readily available. Like, I'm not talking about Philman Firstberg waits for you as you enter town. He hurriedly takes the cargo off your hands. I didn't think you'd get here with it. His grubby fingers dance over the chest. Yep. I do think they need to basically tweak that. That one's a bit too repetitive, their answering. That's probably a... Okay, does he got anything here worth selling? Some grain. Besides that, no. Armourer, perhaps. Ooh, that is nice. I need to get that. I need to start buying. I I need to start buying. That's probably more than it was worth. It was only 50 crowns more than it was worth. I need to start buying decent armour for people. I need to buy kite shield as well. That's a bit out of my price range at the moment. I need to keep an eye on my expenses. Right, you get this. Yeah, I need to get some more armour. Basically, I want to have all the frontline people kitted out with chainmail. Basically, if I can help it, or at least some of this leather amour armour. Basically, it's overlapping leather plates. It's really nice stuff, actually. For one, that's probably going to be a escort mission, or at least a road patrol. A lot of the lower level faction missions tend to be road patrols. I would not recommend them unless your party is relatively medium. I don't say medium level, but level 2 to 3, maybe level 3 to 4 probably would be better. I thought there's anyone missing here. A pack of dogs streams down the road, a few children in chase. They scatter past you one by one, the dogs howling and huffing with joy. The children screaming out greetings. The woman walks up, a metal sillet in one hand, a wash rag in the other. Hey there, sellsword. I should probably let one of their messengers men find you and tell you this, but I got the news, so I'll tell you anyhow. Arnold the Wise is looking for you. This is interesting. Have you noticed the people who are contacting us are different? It's now like the general townsfolk who were originally scared of us. She flutters her eyes, you smile back and nods. Lilicon the second smirks. Seeing something you like, sir. You tell a man to go fark a goat. Yes. Well, that's not very consistent. More lawyers. As you begin to take a seat, Arnold the Wise throws a scroll at you. It unfolds just as you catch it. You begin to read, but Arnold the Wise starts it with the news anyway. Traders from Copenhagen have all agreed to no longer patron on Mark until a little bandit problem is done away with. The history of it is pretty simple. I am as sure as you are aware of the bandits' methods, but their damn vagabonds have been harrying the roads, patrolling the caravans, killing merchants. I know exactly where they are. This is killing a caravan job. This is going to be interesting. I can take it. It might be a bit nasty, but that's a lot of money. I want more. Want more completion. Right. Okay. Gotta wait the night. Money's okay for the moment. Everything's so expensive and there's nothing worth really picking up. Maybe that. Yeah, I might just grab that. Give that to my pikeman. Give him that. So everyone now is pretty much decked out on relatively okay equipment except for these two. I'm not happy about it. Yeah, let's go and do it. I'm nervous, guys, to be honest. The problem is I've been putting off doing... Basically happens is that there is a specific event which triggers... Okay, that's not good. Okay, this is another faction. These are basically an undead faction. Depending on how this mission is, I'll either fight the undead or I'll fight these guys. The undead are a pain. Many bandit raiders. Actually, they're fighting each other, which is nice. I could probably move in and finish both of them off. Many bandit raiders is not particularly pleasant. Let's see how they go. Bandit raider, bandit marksman, some bandit thugs. I am going to do that contract, but Great woodland. Let's try and get a height advantage, shall we? Okay, we've got no high dividend, so I just realised that we're going to be fighting into high terrain. That sucks. This is not good. The problem is the archers are going to be going straight for. Right, let's go. We're going to have to be proactive here. I don't like doing it because, well, there's only a single bandit raider, to be honest. Okay, I'm being a bit overcautious. There's only a single bandit raider and one bandit marksman. That bandit marksman might be able to shoot us up, so we should probably advance and engage as quickly as possible before they get decent footholdings, which is what I'm basically worried about. Yeah, I can't see anything. Okay, this is going to be great. Where are they? That's the thing I'm worried about. Okay, this landscape is just weird. Not going to lie. There's also a reason that I don't like rushing my guys forward, is because they don't really have the stamina for it. You burn a lot of stamina sort of doing large movements, and I like having stamina to do lots of attacks in combat, to be honest. Okay, where are they? This is worrisome. Here they come. Okay, they're really far off. I was not expecting that at all. Okay. To be honest, I could probably get... If I get 3 guys up here, I can hold that edge. That shouldn't be too hard. This high ground bandit thug. Well, there's the bandit raider. That's the guy we need to be killing, because he's basically got laminate armor and a halberd. Well, billhook. If it was a halberd, I would be absolutely terrified. Those things are absolutely monstrous on the battlefield. Are they fleeing? Or not? I do like the terrain in this game. It is very pleasant to look at. Get my guys up here. Get them into a good defensive position. Okay. Should be able to hit him relatively okay. Or not. Ah, my high hopes. 60%, let's go for it. Yeah, I'm pretty much forcing their hand at the moment. They're going to try and flank me and get high terrain, which isn't fantastic. What's he going to do? Yeah, he's got to go up there as I thought. Got to help jump down there and get more people in the fray. Ah, oh, seriously, you missed. There's the archer. He's going to be my main priority now. I'm 2 rungs up, so he's this the bill hookman then should be able to get me. Right. Ooh, nice shot. C-mod like lets fly and buries an arrow in the man's armour, so he's going to be taking a nasty penalty to hit from that. Actually, wait. No, I shouldn't have done that. Curses. Okay, the archer's going to be shooting at him now. That's not good. Ooh, nicely done. Asdaf just reaches over and cleaves into the man's arm with his billhook. Blood sort of goes everywhere, and the bandit's armour is pretty much not looking fantastic. He's got to shoot, I can tell right now. Or not. Okay. Cleave his shield. That was unexpected. 61. Come on, Runkle. Yep, Runkle lets fly with an arrow and buries it in the man's chest, like blood goes everywhere. Really? Destroyed my armour. Come on, Rogue. Yep, Rogue just finishes him. Right, you can't hit anybody. So just shield wall up. Can you hit anyone? Yep. Hawkin just finishes him with a single hit. Right, I get the feeling he lost a helmet, which is not. Well, he lost his padded helmet or arming cap, basically. It isn't great. I could probably send him. I mean, is he in combat? I don't know. Because the thing is, I want to basically try and... Oh, this is going to be interesting. I should probably try and rush the archer. Okay, he misses. Ooh, nicely done, Asdaf. Asdaf just buries his bill hook into the man's leg muscle and blood flows freely from the wound as the bandit is looking now rather nervous. What the? Is he trying to get up? Okay, if that's the case, I need to get up here and hold the high ground. Right, come on, finish him. Come on. Yep, well done, Runkle. I can always rely on you to kill people. Right, I'm going to shift some people back this way. Headshot, he's got no head armor on. Yep, caved his skull in. I mean, the effect's really nice. If you look, you can actually see the physical damage on the models, which is nice. I mean, it's... Oh, I say nice, it's gory as anything, but... Need to get some guys back up here, really. Ugh, forgot he had a buckler. That's not good. Definitely not good. Go for him. Yep. Asdaf, you're on fire today, man. You just like lean over and just like break, like cut in and like cut the man's sinew in the man's right arm, and he sort of screeches and pretty much drops his gear by this point and tends to flee. Oh, the Fuax, my friend. The Fuax, you just sort of like step up with your Danish war axe and just basically smash it through the his laminate leather plate, and just like finish him off. That guy tries to flee. He isn't going anywhere. Yeah, and Havard just like jabs the man in the side with his spear and buries it deep into the man's leg muscle. And Runkle just finishes him off. I mean, God, we're just like finishing people left and right at this moment. Canon, Asdaf. Yep, Asdaf just cleaves into him. Well done, the Fuax. We've got a nice, another nice helmet, which is nice. And I want to give him... Which one was it? Master combat with axes and destroying shields. Skills build up 25% less fatigue. That is really nice. Which else? I mean, gifted is really nice. Dodge is quite important. Adrenaline is actually really nice as well to get the first roll off, but it really builds up there. Fast adapter adapts your opponent's moves, gain an additional attack stacking, 7% chance to hit with each attack, but misses an opponent. Bonuses reset upon landing a hit. Crippling your enemy, lowers their threshold to inflict injuries. That's really nice. I mean, all these ones are actually really effective. Steel Brow, actually, where's the fatigue for penalty for wearing armour and a helmet is reduced by 35%. That's actually really useful to have, because it's upped my fatigue by 10 points and it's upped my initiative by basically nearly 10 points as well. Right, so I need to give a helmet to someone. What's he looking at? 45, 70. Give him that. He can have that. You can have that. So we are coming along. I need to go back and get a little bit of repairing done. Sell some of the basic stuff that I've got. Many bandit raiders. Well, that's going to have to be for next time, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately. But we had a good fight. Leveled up our guys. Many bandit raiders, that's going to be like at least 8 of them. So we can sell off some of this stuff. Can't really afford it, I'm going to have to take it. Oh god, this is going to bankrupt me if I'm not careful. Right. Need to sell off some stuff I don't need. I'm going to get rid of the arming sword. I need the money. And the pike. And I'm going to get myself... Oh, that's so expensive. I need the repair tools. Right. really, this is it now, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Cornish-Knight. If you have liked, please press the like button. If you wish to subscribe, please press the subscription button. Please press the subscription button. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter with the links provided below. Huh? You meet a monk on the road with him and donkey pulling a cart. The poor draught animal carrying its head low as a mute exhaustion. The room straw and varied moss are strung up to one side of the cart, both twisted eagerly in the very winds that dried them, and some pots and pans clatter like rustic wind chimes as the modest wares come to a bumbling stop. A barrel totters on the edge of the cart's bed, and a couple of bees sway to keep up, poking and prodding at its cracks with thirsty curiosity. The monk lifts a wool hat up out of his face, but a lip of its fold back down over his eyes. He takes it off altogether and passes a sleeve across his brow, carrying a jolly smile. He seems not at all disturbed by the veritable living armoury standing before him. "Evening, gents. Don't suppose you're kind to march beneath her lord's banner. You look like sellswords to me. What are you carrying?" "I was thinking you'll ask. This is Bessie, a cow's name for a donkey's ass. Don't worry, she won't kick you. She's all hewed out, see. What she carry? Well, that's beer for men yonder, so they may drink to men above. If you don't mind, or if you don't mind my business, I'd like to get on where I'm going." The monk picks up the reins of his jenny, and he's ready to start moving. "How many crowns for a round of beer?" You hold up your hand, stopping the monk before he can get going again. He sighs, slowly lowering his reins out of his hands, feeling as though he may be getting a wrong impression. You quickly ask if maybe he has beer to spare for your men. You're more than willing to pay. The man looks back at his stock for a moment and turns around. "Aye, I'd give you men a sip for a crown or two. Don't mind the bees round the top. They're screwy when you've come, but they're screwy when they scurry after you. Strange little gits. You ask the men how much he wants. I'll wage 10 crowns a head will do. I'm no businessman though, might take advantage of myself here." "You ask too much." And so we are finished for the day, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've all enjoyed. Please press the like button if you have, or press the subscription button if you wish to see more. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter with the links provided below, or leave a comment in the comment section if you wish to have a character included in the campaign. I've been Cornish-Knight. Goodbye, everybody.